Welcome to my workshop. My name is Leonardo da Vinci, and I hear you are a student of flight. This model is of my air screw, although I have never actually built it. In theory, it should fly straight up in the air, grabbing the air like an Archimedes screw does water. So when did man finally take to the air? On June 4th, 1783, the Montgolfier brothers in Annonay, France, demonstrated their hot air balloon. Now climb the stairs, right-click the balloon and choose Mount Up, then touch the blue sign that says Touch Once to begin your flight. Next, man wanted heavier than air and powered flight, and there were many, many unsuccessful attempts. Proceed through the arch to learn more. The Marquis de Beauville appeared to have had very little experience in the way of flight, but one morning in 1742 he woke and announced his intent to fly from one. A large crowd came to witness his attempt, and with large wings resembling paddles attached to both his hands and feet, the Marquis jumped from a terrace on his mansion and proceeded to fly. For a moment the Marquis appeared to have control, but after a short while he began to waver, and he eventually fell, slamming onto the deck of a barge and breaking his leg. Admitting defeat, the Marquis gave up flying for good. Brothers Wilbur and Orville Wright of Dayton, Ohio, own a bicycle shop and a print shop, but their passion, their curiosity, is flight. Their experience working on machines and the gift of a toy helicopter as children made them wonder about flight. After studying the way birds fly, they realized that something called wing warping would allow them to control the aircraft in the air, something no one else had thought of before. After several more slides and narrations, the student sees the Wright Flyer appear before them. It is keyed by a res program, which is initiated when they step on a certain location. They are then told to climb aboard the aircraft by right-clicking, and it rides down the rail as the original Wright Flyer did, and flies for the actual distance and duration of that first historic flight. On landing the aircraft, again, which is automatic, they are discharged from it, and the aircraft disappears, ready for to be resed again for the next student. The student then continues on down the walkway to a door which has printed upon it a specific multiple choice question. There are 3 such doors waiting for them, and once they answer all 3 by typing in the letter corresponding to the answer, they're able to get through each individual door into the movie theater. Once they're into the theater, they may choose any movie they wish of those present, all of which, of course, are on flight, simply by clicking on the box and saying, "Watch the movie." The Messerschmitt, or ME-262, the world's first practical fighter jet aircraft. Although both the English and the Americans were working on jets, it was the Germans who were first successful. Jet aircraft continued to develop. Changes to the airframe, and especially more power to the engines, bring us today to aircraft like the Sukhoi Su.
This Russian modern jet fighter is capable of traveling faster than the speed of sound, like all modern jet fighters, faster and faster as we continue to develop. On April 12, 1961, Russian cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin became the first man in space. A short time later, on the 20th of July, 1960, the first men to go to the moon were Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin on Apollo 11, sitting atop a Saturn V rocket, like you see here. So far, the last space program that took man from Earth was the space shuttles that you see here. More conventional rockets also being fired by the Russians to the International Space Station. So what's next? Well, if history teaches us anything, it'll be something unexpected and that we have no idea about yet. Now continue on down the road for some quizzes.